Hi, James here again from RC Helicopters and Hobbies. Today we're going to have a quick talk about our Airwolf 500 Midnight Black, and when she arrives at your house in its large box. There's going to be a few items off the heli, obviously for shipping safety. These fins will be off, they'll just require gluing on, and we supply screws and everything that we don't use in the build. They'll be inside a small bag. Yeah, you can screw those on with the screws. Also this tail fin, that'll be off. There's screws supplied, they'll go straight onto there. The retracts, they'll be down. Oh sorry, they'll be up for shipping. So all you have to do when she arrives is pick her up, push on the front retract gently and bring it down. And that'll lower all the retracts and she'll sit nicely on them there. You've got the guns, they're very straightforward, and the gun caps, how to put them on. If you're not too sure, just have a look at the pictures we have on the website and you can see it's not rocket science. The main blades, they'll be off. Now we supply these really nice carbon reinforced graphite scale blades on every single one of our scale helis. Beautiful blade. They're not suited for 3D, they're flexible, and when you put them on, just don't do them up too tight, but just taut enough so when she first starts up they don't flop to one side. Don't worry if they flopped a little bit. When the centrifugal speed of the head gets up to speed, they'll straighten themselves out as long as they're not too tight. Our international buyers, unfortunately we can't ship the 7.4 volt battery that runs the internal electronics. So you can buy them off of Hobby King or eBay, small ones like this, 7.4 volt, 1200 amp hour, or Hobby King 1000 amp hour, anywhere thereabouts, as long as they're small enough to fit inside. Underneath the cooling fan switch here, they'll just sit on Velcro down there and plug into the cooling fan switch. Now we've redesigned our helis a little bit with our own UBC, and this UBC will also be plugged into the power outlet of this fan switch, and this is the reason, so you only need one of these batteries now instead of two. It's rather convenient having to worry about two of them. Also on our UBC we've got very clear LED lights on the side, and this will show you exactly how much power is left in that battery, so you can keep an eye on it and make sure she's not getting down too low. If it gets down to the last green, I would fully suggest pull the battery out and give it a charge up. Other things such as your front window for your canopy. The canopy just sits nicely on the front there with magnets and guides. They won't fall off, it's held on there quite well with the magnets. The front window just glues on. Add a little bit of glue, scratch the surface first, and she'll stick on there quite nicely. With the radios, most of our helis are sold with these Fly Sky radios. They're absolutely fantastic. 9 channel, gives you the options to put lights and everything else in your heli if you need it with the extra channels. Mode 1 or 2. Mode 1 is a throttle on this side, mode 2 is a throttle on that side. Your retract switch will, on this radio, will be this one here, pre-programmed, but you can go into the program settings and program these other switches if you want to change that. Personal preference, but we program this one. Retracts up will be the switch forward, switch back will be the retracts back, obviously. We also supply a DX7S Spectrum radio when they're in stock, and the mode 2, the retract switch will be the same one as the Fly Sky, and mode 1, the retract switch will be the same one as the Fly Sky. Mode 2, we'll have this one, and that's an internal setting of the radio itself. It automatically does that when we change the mode. A lot of people prefer this switch for the retracts when they're flying in mode 2. So that's just a personal preference if you want to change it back yourself. Other than that, our Airwolf 500s are very straightforward, beautiful little helis to fly. The main battery for these, we don't supply them, but they can be bought from Hobby King or eBay. The best one we find for this heli is a Zippy 3000 amp hour 20C. It's a very short, stubby little battery, and 22 volt 6 cell. She just sits very comfortably on the front of the heli on Velcro there, and it's a perfect size, perfect fit, and weighted just nicely. The batteries that we can't supply to the international buyers, we replace that battery with just an LED display board if you want to put it on somewhere. Well, it's just an extra we supply because you miss out on this battery. Look, they're only worth $3.50, $4, so you're not missing out on too much anyway. Okay, this is our Airwolf 500. We're very proud of it. Keep an eye out on our website because we're always coming up with new things with them, such as doors and extra things like that as we design them and get them better and better. So keep your eyes out, and if there's any other information, don't hesitate to email us. Thank you.